Hey guys, this video is for everyone that's been asking me how I do my eyebrows, and I finally decided to sit down and film it. So here you go. Before I actually show you how I thread and whatnot, I wanted to give you a little history. So I've been threading for 4 years now. I started when I was 15, so I'm 19 now. And the reason why I learned was because I am allergic to wax. So the first time I ever did my eyebrows, I had them waxed and I didn't like the shape, so I started going to the benefit bar, but after a year of going there, I realized that like I would have these like really nice eyebrows, but my skin was like terrible because it was allergic to the wax. And so I had to find a different way of doing my eyebrows. And you know, sometimes you want to do your upper lip, so I had to find a different way of doing all this. And plucking takes a while, or tweezing or whatever. So I went on YouTube and I looked up how to thread because I had heard of it once. And so I came across this video, and I don't remember what the girl's name was or what her video was titled, but I remember that I watched it and I literally went in and did my upper lip just like right after watching that video. And I knew it was a little painful, but right after that I just did my eyebrows. And so it was very helpful to me. And even though I'm not subscribed to that girl, whoever she was, I want to be a helpful person, and I like people that, you know, if you have a talent, I like to share, I like people that share those talents. So that's what I'm here to do. Hopefully this video shows that. But yeah, I've been threading for 4 years, and for 3 years now, after I was really confident in my own eyebrows, I started doing other people's, including my mom's. I've done my aunt's, my friends, and other people that have requested my like work. And so I hope this video is very helpful, and I hope that you get something out of it, and despite the fact that it's not a very professionally made video. But yeah, that was a little history, and I hope you enjoy. Some things that you're going to be needing is thread, and I like this thread because it's not too thick, so it's going to get all the fine hairs, but it's not like really thin, so it's not going to be like knife sharp, so you don't have to wrap your fingers up in tape unless you want to, but it's just very easy. I got it from my mom's sewing kit. I've been using it again for 4 years, so I haven't used a whole lot of it. And you can literally get some thread from Joann or Michael's or any other craft store that you may know of. You're also going to need some scissors. These I just got from probably Walgreens a while ago, but they're just some hair trim scissors. You may also need some tweezers for those little fine hairs that you are too scared to get with the thread. So just to be safe that you don't overpluck, you might want to use some tweezers. And lastly, I use spoolies and this little eyebrow brush pencil thing, or not pencil, brush. And this spoolie is just like, this is from Makeup For You. I don't know this brand very well, but I know I got it from my mom. I'm at my mom's house, by the way, right now. And this is just something I picked up from Sephora probably last time I went, which wasn't that. It was just last week, so I might have just taken it from them. And I just use it on my eyebrows. And this, before I had any spoolies, I would just use this and I would brush my eyebrows up when I used to, right before I used to use scissors. So it's very easy to do this, but I think the spoolie is better because it brushes each individual hair easier and it holds it up a little faster. I know that most people see threading as using your hands in your mouth, but my type of threading, you just use your hands, and I suggest starting out by threading your leg because that is how sensitive your upper eye and your upper lip will be. So if you get a month's worth of practice on your thigh, you should be pretty much golden because you'll learn how the thread moves, you'll get the technique down, and it'll be easy to shape your eyebrows. Also, I'll probably mention this later in the video too, if you don't have thick eyebrows or dark eyebrows like I do, it sometimes is really hard to see the fine hairs or what shape you should be doing. So I suggest that you either use like some type of eyeliner and just like draw out the bottom of the eyebrow so you don't overpluck. Or I also suggest that you maybe fill in your eyebrows before so that you know that everything outside of that outline that you fill in your eyebrows, all that extra hair you're just going to take off. Or you can also buy a wax pencil. I'm sure that Sephora, Ulta, or maybe some drugstore has them. You just fill in you're filling in your eyebrows with that wax pencil, but then those hairs will stick together. So the part that you don't want to take off will stick together, but everything else will be free so that you can easily thread it out. So I just wanted to give that advice before we actually get started. What you're gonna do is you can put your hair, your head hair, just keep it out of your face. And I just like to either keep it in a headband or this kind of like bandana hair tie thing. And for those of you that don't know how to do it, I'm going to take this off so I can show you. Ooh. Oh wow, look at this, the 2-in-1 tutorial. So sorry for my messy hair. Oh god. Okay, so you just take your headband or your bandana, you fold it in half in like a triangle version, and then you just start folding from this part down. So then it's like not too thick, not too thin. You just kind of do this all the way until you get to the bottom. So then you're left with this. And then I like to keep the bow on top sometimes. Like right now, I feel like keeping it on top. So you just keep all this hair away and ow. And then you just tie it, make a knot. Okay, just adjust it. And then you make sure that all your hair is away from it, or from the knot so you don't pull your hair. I have my mirror here, sorry. Sorry for the lighting too. I kind of don't have a real camera right now, or real lighting. So I'm just making do with what I have. Ooh. And then you just kind of knot that. And then if you don't want your little buttons, your ears showing, you just kind of put them away. But I don't really mind right now. So that's just kind of how you do that. And now you're ready for the threading session. So let's go ahead and, okay, so what you're gonna do first is you probably have your thread with you. So you're just gonna put it between your two fingers. And the first time I learned how to do it is just keep that up to the elbow and then that's enough. Personally, I like to go a little bit longer. So I just probably go a little bit past. So you probably have about a good foot to 14 inches of string here. And then you just cut that, which I'm gonna go ahead and do right now. So now you have your thread. Oh my god, I hope you really can see this. So you have your thread. Ooh, beautiful. And you kind of folded it in the middle so that your two ends up here meet. And then what you do is you kind of leave a little tail, kind of grab about 2 extra inches, and you're gonna make a knot. You're gonna put 2 knots, so it's like extra safe. So there are my 2 knots. I just kind of, you know, wrapped it around my finger, went through, and of course I can't do it right now. Good stuff. Then you just kind of, you make a knot, simple. So now what you do is, since your thread is secure now, you keep the thread between one of your hands, so you don't let that go, and you start threading with the other one. And you might need to go back and adjust this part of the string so that it's always like hidden behind here, behind one of your hands. If I'm right hand dominant, so I'm gonna be twirling with my right hand, and you probably do this about 20 to 30 times. So you wrap up. So you got this kind of look going on. So it looks like a bow, right? Do you see that? Let me put this against my black hair. So now you have this thing going on. But I know that if I put my huge hands against my head, I'm going to probably be pulling too much hair and rip off my eyebrow. And that's not going to be any fun. So just thread enough so that your hands are comfortable. But the main dominant fingers are these 2 to these 3. So you're gonna be doing this, but then this. Okay, what you do then is you line it up against your eyebrows and you pull away from the way that the hair grows, if that makes sense. So what you do is you go in, and since this is my left eyebrow, the hair grows down that way. I'm going to be pulling this way. So see how these 2 fingers are like opening and these fingers are accepting the pull? You're going to do that. And then you just kind of, okay. So now you have some hair that you pulled off. And to clean it off, you just kind of like wiggle it out. Your thread might start to get stuck after a while of threading. So it'll start getting like and really hard. And that means that you need more thread, or what else? I mean, something else could happen where your thread just like literally snaps, which also means you need a new thread. And to clean up the top of your eyebrows, you just kind of go, you line it up and it follows. And it follows. And it follows. And you're just pulling off hair, and right now I'm cleaning it. I used to have hair, like, obviously everyone grows hair everywhere, right? We're human, we're mammals. But I used to have hair grow here, and now it doesn't grow. Power of threading. And then for this part of my eyebrows, I kind of have a hard time sometimes going in and getting the fine hairs with the thread. So I just go in with some tweezers, and you just tweeze out what you don't want. Because obviously you don't want a unibrow. Like, nobody wants that. Your eyebrows will make or break your face, and they need to be flawless. And then I just go in with some scissors. Okay, do you see that? And you pull, and when you, like, sometimes you will get other hair stuck in there. You gotta slow down. And this is kind of gross, but it just pulled. Yeah. That was kind of gross, but. This part, this little triangle right in there, that's what's going to be pulling off the hair. So that's what's happening there. Clean it out. Do the opposite side. I have a hair right here that I missed. Pull. Ow. Hey, you got it though. But see, that happens. And then what you do is with whichever spoolie you decided to go with. And then you take little scissors. See how wild my hair looks? You just go in and you snip them up. So you don't want to trim them too low, but just enough so that it's like, it looks pretty, pretty clean. Brush them back. You're a golden star. But I like sharp looking eyebrows, so. And you don't hold it up. You don't hold it up when you cut or you snip away, because that is going to make your eyebrows look dangerously thin. So I'm just going to cut that off. Okay. And then let me look at my mirror up here. Okay, yeah. I still feel like this is a little wild. So I'm going to go ahead and, snip a little bit. You're just going to brush them up. With the other hand, if you trust your other hand, go ahead. If you don't, try to do it with this, or with your dominant hand, but you might like do it wrong. So you're just gonna clip. It's not that hard. I just literally, with this hand, I went in like this. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this other hand. And if you don't, so I'm just gonna grab these and follow the line. Did I get anything? Yes, I did. And you're going to do the same thing. And if you don't like it, you can just go back in and take what. See, I just took off an extra hair that I just don't want there. And the more experience you get from this, the more you're going to like learn how to like do this, and it gets easier each time. And over a long time, you just stop growing. Like some hairs, you'll just stop.